Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of What's Right with Life, Empowerment Talk with Jodie Baudek. And I think you guys met Michelle before. I know you did. So I want to talk about girl power. It's absolutely beautiful. So Michelle, you want to introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm Michelle.
Michelle Evans, and she rocks, absolutely rocks. So what I wanted to for us to talk about today is women supporting women. You know, we have another friend that'll be here in a little while. She's always late, so so she's not here yet. But it's just a beautiful when women support and celebrate each other. And I loved that one day you called me and you said about our friend, hey, she really needs women like you and your friends in her life. And we've all been friends for years, so we have that sisterhood bond. Mm-hmm. But to be drawing in more people like that, because she's a very powerful woman, mm-hmm. And there's a lot of other women who don't support that. And so really surround yourself with people who just celebrate your greatness and want to build you up and not just take from you, but share with you and give to you. So what are some of your takes on that?
Well, I think that as women, we have to face jealousy a lot from other women. Even other men, I guess. If you're a powerful woman, and you're successful and you're a good person and you have things that maybe somebody else wants, sometimes women can be very catty and jealous. And throughout the course of my life, I think what I've realized is I want to surround myself with people that truly celebrate my successes and know that I'm not in competition with them, but rather we're just cheering each other on.
Yeah.
And Jodie has been that person for me. I can't say how many years though, right? Okay. So,
no.
over the course of all those years, Jodie is one of my close-knit friends that I can come to and tell her, if I got a promotion and know that she's not going to question it or, doubt it, or she's going to celebrate it with me. And I think probably over the last 5 years, and I won't say how old I am, but when I reached a certain age, I started to thin out that circle. Mm-hmm. I was surrounding myself with people that I thought could help me get ahead, or that could do something for me, or that I thought, I looked good while I was out with. And I realized that I was starting to build this circle of people that really didn't mean anything to me. Mm. So as the years went on, I really made a conscious decision to start thinning out that circle and only surround myself with women who I truly know care and about and love me.
Yeah, that's huge, guys. And I'm not saying, and I'm not dissing women. That's not where I'm going with that at all. It's just sometimes people are going through things, and so when you're having your celebrations, they're not celebrating with you. So really attract and put it into your intentions is to attract women and things into your life that want to celebrate you no matter what they're going through, And Michelle and I have shared a lot of ups and downs in life, and no matter where you are, and we've had deep conversations about things, and it's no judgment ever. It's just, okay, let me get this off my chest, and, okay, I got it. Thank you for still loving me no matter where I am in my life, whether I'm up here or I'm down here or I'm in transition, And I want to thank you for sharing your girls with me. I mean, I love our kids.
And I love you.
Oh, they're awesome. And I thought it was really, really cool is, so and again, I'm trying to teach women and girls in all ages, but I'm the only girl out of 9 boys on my family, so I had to learn how to be a boy. I have way more testosterone in me than most, women, so that when something happens, I say it, I'm done, I'm over it, kind of like the boys that go on the basketball court, duke it out, and they're done, and they never talk about it again, where women gather other women in and they talk about stuff and knock your shit off and don't do it anymore. Okay, basically is where I'm going with that. But when she brings her girls in, so in order for her girls to pay for yoga, because it has to be an energy exchange, I said, okay, rather than mom paying for it, I want you to weekly report to me what you did nice? Did you talk to somebody at school that maybe you wouldn't have talked to before? Or did you go out and do something in the community? Did you volunteer so that you're building up other people? And it was so cool. Like, they would come and they'd tell me what they would do and stuff. And it was just warmed my heart, absolutely warmed my heart. But then Michelle is really, really good in yoga. And
Wow.
she's been off for a couple months, but it was so cute because, was it your 12-year-old? Which one did you bring in there? Like, Mom, you're amazing.
Oh, that was Hannah. That
So
was my 18-year-old.
18-year-old. She comes in and Michelle's rocking out in class, and class is packed, and she was like, Mom, you're amazing. And just to see her acknowledge how amazing you were, rather than even being in competition, because most kids are like, oh, my mom, I can't believe
can do that.
Yeah, exactly. You know, so it was getting them young to teach them that and build them. And I just think if we grab them young, we can really get away from a lot of the nonsense that goes on. Prior to you getting here, we talked a lot about social media and the nonsense that happens with it. And what is some of your advice for women to not compare themselves, and for the kids, like how to just build themselves up?
Oh, that's a good question, because I have a 14-year-old and an 18-year-old, and both are completely engrossed in social media. And I have had, as many other mothers out there, many situations where there's been some bullying, or somebody said something about this one, and it starts this whole big Instagram war or whatever. And the thing that I try to teach my daughters is to be the bigger person. That's probably my best advice for women with teenage daughters, is just drill that into their heads from a very early age. And I think when I was going through what I had just mentioned before, kind of thinning out my inner circle, I involved my children in that.
Oh.
So, I would talk to my girls about my friends and what I liked and didn't like. And to them, it just felt like conversation with Mom. Like, wow, Mom's really letting me into her life, and we're just talking about regular things. But I had an ulterior motive, and that was to let them see that my goal as I get older is to just welcome women into my life that support and love me, and not worry about all the other stuff. So, I just try to be really diligent in teaching them that war of words never works. Fighting back never works. Just keep your head high, be a good person, and surround yourself with people that love and care about you. And I think it's worked thus far. They've turned out pretty good.
They have. One night we were out, and I come to Michelle's, and it was late, and of course everybody wants to be at Michelle's house, and it was Lollapalooza here.
Oh,
and there were kids everywhere.
Let's set the scene.
Okay.
So I have a very small, well, not very small, a 2-bedroom apartment in Chicago. And it's a city apartment, so it's all of 900 square feet. And so there's not a whole lot of space. And Lollapalooza came in June or July or whenever that was. And, Hannah had approached me and said, is it okay if we all stay at the apartment?
We didn't put a number on
8 girls. So Jodie and I were stepping over bodies, and people were sleeping on the floor, on the balcony. It was just insane. But that's another thing I would probably suggest, and I guess I know more about teenagers than women, because I've had a lot of practice so far. But I think it's important too that you allow that, that you allow those girls to come into your home, and to let them know what you will accept and not accept in your home, and kind of be vigilant about the way they're treating each other.
Yeah.
And if you do sense some tension or whatever, after they all leave, then have that conversation. I noticed that Kelsey was being a little short with you, and is she disrespectful, and how do you feel about that? And kind of do that stuff.
Yeah.
So that seems to work for me. But yeah, the Lollapalooza story was good. I couldn't believe what I had gotten myself
I know. I walked in, I was like, whoa. And they were sleeping, so that tells you something, that we were trying to act like children that night.
And they're worse than boys. My bathroom looked like a tornado had gone off for 4 days.
It was awesome. And what I loved is that Hannah lifted her head up, and she's like, hey, Auntie JoJo, and just put her head back down, like completely safe. Like, I know Mom has me surrounded with some really great stuff. And I think that that's something true. that parents really need to diligently do is make sure that your kids feel really safe with the people that you're surrounding yourself with, because kids see and hear everything.
Yes.
Yeah.
And everything that I think I'm saying about girls applies for women too.
Yeah.
You know, everything you just said applies for us.
Yeah.
I mean, if we sense something that's not right, we should be able to come to each other and say, hey, I noticed that person was treating you poorly. Or, you know, I think that that's important as we get older, is to take that advice that and that teaching that you give to your children and you know, apply it to your friends as well.
It is. It's so true. So I'll just share another girl supporting girls story. We go out one night and we're all classied up, you know, sitting at the finest places up here, and we decide to leave and just go for a ride. And it was so fun that we all loaded into our girlfriend's car and we turned up, was it Poison? I don't.
Def Leppard,
something
yeah.
as loud as could be, and had the windows rolled down, and we're just waving to people and having a great time.
I think a few of the girls had themselves out of the sunroom.
They may
too.
have, yes.
Yeah.
But what it was is that we were allowing ourselves to embrace our inner child and have a great time and be silly and be fun and be supported, and there was no judgment in it, you know.
No fakeness, no stress, just a bunch of girls being together and having fun.
Yeah. It was an awesome night, and two of the girls you guys had never even met, and they were like, oh my God, now I can see why you love them so much, and you guys were like, now I can see why you love, you know. So it's just bringing in, like, introducing
positive
people.
energy.
And just having fun, guys. And I think too, what happens is, as we're on that road to go where we want to go in life, we forget to dance. So I want you to dance in life. Let's have some moves, have some fun. So we have our one friend she'll do her signature move, and then we're like, oh, here we go, it's on now.
Yeah.
So guys, just find yourself a huge network, a tribe that is awesome. You know, I want your homework to be is to surround yourself with an amazing tribe. Give me some feedback, guys. Like, hey, what you said kind of changed my life. Or, you know what, your friendships, you know, support somebody and tag them on this and be like, hey, you're part of my tribe. I love you, you know, and things like that. And let's just create this amazing network. You can tag men in here. Absolutely. I love men. Tag them all. But it's just really a great way to create this amazing life. So what advice do you want, or homework that you want them to do with this?
Homework. Start to really focus on creating that tribe. Get rid of the relationships that are harmful or toxic. And again, it could be men or women, I guess. But yeah, surround yourself with people that are really important, even if that's a group of 5 people. I mean, really people that you trust and love and feel supported by. And you'll notice immediately, or at least I have, and I'm still not done, a sense of relief and, you know, comfort and satisfaction from really just having a great group of real, you know, loving, supportive friends.
Yeah. So I love you and I appreciate you. Bye.